everyone. It's time for comprehension. Please make sure you've got your pencil and paper ready. Here we go. There were, it was true, some envious looks cast at Beowulf and his Geatish warriors, and some envious words too. Amongst the Danish thanes, a few did not care to be outshone in this manner and felt their honour threatened. Some challenged Beowulf openly, questioning his proud claim that he would succeed in this fight where they had not, especially, they said, if he faced up to Grendel unarmed as he had proposed he would. Stung at these insults, Beowulf spoke up strongly in his own defense. Do not worry yourselves on your account. Sorry. Do not worry yourselves on our account. We'll soon show this monster Grendel's strength, courage, and a firmness of purpose he has never met before. Just because you have failed, don't imagine for one moment we shall do the same. We are made of sterner stuff than you think. I'll pause there for my first question. Why were some people jealous of Beowulf? Why were some people jealous of Beowulf? You can pause the video here and write down your answer. My next question is, what does sterner stuff mean? It's right here in this sentence. What do you think sterner stuff means? Pause the video and write down your answer. Mark my words, by daylight, the reign of this terror tyrant will be over. We have come to do this, and with God's help, we shall achieve it. The more Hrothgar heard, that kind and generous king, that great father protector and shepherd of all the Danes, the more he hoped and then believed that Beowulf could better the beast that night. Doubts disappeared and all envy too, as the harp music rose to the rafters and laughter echoed once again about the great mead hall. Bearing the precious treasure cup, Hrothgar's queen came now to Heorot to meet these Geatish heroes, to greet and honor them. But to the peerless Hrothgar, her husband and her beloved, she offered the treasure cup first, and afterwards gave the cup to each of them, irrespective of age or rank, for she was always gracious and kind to all. Then to Beowulf she came, glittering in her regal beauty, her arm rings glowing gloriously. Offering him the cup, she thanked him warmly, and the good Lord who had sent him for coming so nobly to their aid. Accepting the treasure cup and her thanks most graciously, Beowulf rose to speak. We have come here, my lady, rowed and sailed our way across the surging seas for only one reason, to carry out the wishes of great Hrothgar, your husband and king, and our friend and perfect ally, to accomplish the death of this Grendel and end forever the terror that stalks this place and all your people, or to fail in the attempt and so meet our end. No words had ever sounded sweeter to this lady, this splendid queen of the Danes. The poet sang then of the victory to come, of the foul fiend destroyed and evil banished. The Geat and Dane alike raised their rousing voices till all Heorot resounded once more to the ringing rafters. But now, as he looked out, Hrothgar saw the shadows lengthening, and he knew the time was coming to quit the hall. Okay, I'll stop there to ask my next question. The sentence that I just read over here, Hrothgar saw the shadows lengthening and knew the time was coming to quit the hall. Tell me, explain what this sentence means. What does the sentence mean? What did Hrothgar see, and why did he know that it's time to quit the hall? Explain what the sentence means to me. Pause and write down your answer. He knew, as they all did, that outside, in the falling dark, which would very soon drown the world, the dreaded monster was leaving his lair again, was already gliding through the brooding shadows towards Heorot. Hrothgar and Beowulf, great heroes both, saluted one another in love, and in parting, Hrothgar spoke his last words. I now hand over Heorot to you, brave Beowulf, to have and to hold through this night. Guard it well. I know that in the fight to come, you will stretch every sinew, summon up all the strength and all the courage you possess. I'll go on to page 41. Okay. My next question is, what does Hrothgar mean when he says he hands Heorot over? Right in the last paragraph, what does Hrothgar mean when he says he hands Heorot over? My next question is, what does the word sinew right at the bottom of this page mean? What does this word sinew mean? In return, in return, should you survive and the beast be destroyed, I promise before everyone here, I will show you more generosity than a king ever showed before to any man. So saying, Hrothgar and his queen led the Danes from the hall. Only Beowulf and his Geatish thanes remained, charged now with the safety of the kingdom. The time is soon coming, so let each of us put our trust in God, said Beowulf to his men, but in our strength and fighting skills also. Do this, and we shall not fail. And with that he took off his coat of mail and his helmet, as he had vowed to do. He unbuckled his war sword too, and then gave all his armor and weapons to his faithful attendant. Okay, I will stop there. My last question here is, predict what happens next in the story. Can you predict what happens next in the story? Pause the video, write down your answer. Okay, let's mark our answers together now. My first question was, why were some people jealous of the wolf? So the answer is on the first paragraph that I read. They envied his courage and his strength. They were jealous because no one has won a battle against Grendel yet, and Beowulf claims to win even when they failed to do so. So they were really jealous and they felt their honor was being threatened. My next question was, what does sterner stuff mean? That was at the end of this page here. We are made of sterner stuff than you think. Sterner stuff means stronger stuff. That means he's just claiming that Beowulf and his men are more stronger, more tough and fierce than all the other warriors in that mead hall. The next question was on page 41 over here when Hrothgar saw the shadows lengthening and knew the time was coming to quit the hall. So, how do you explain what this sentence means? It basically means that it's late evening now. The shadows lengthening refers to that the sun is setting, it's at its lowest, and which means it's time to leave Heorot before nightfall, because that's the time when Grendel would come and attack Heorot. So the sentence basically means it's nearly nightfall and they have to leave the hall. My next question was, what does Hrothgar mean when he says he hands Heorot over? That is over here when he says, I now hand over Heorot to you, brave Beowulf. That means that he's trusting the wolf to defeat Grendel and end the misery of Hurot killings, to, to guard Hurot, and to make Hurot the pleasant, happy place it was for the kingdom before Grendel came. And my fifth question was, what does Sunu mean? That's also on this page. I know that in the fight to come, you will stretch every sinew. So this word, sinew, means the body tissues inside our body that brings the muscle and the bones together and keeps them joined are called sunu. Basically, what he means is to fight with all their strength, pull every tissue, bone, and muscle, stretch every muscle, put all their strength to fight Grendel. Okay, and my last question was, predict what happens next. What happens when it's nightfall and Grendel comes? What happens next? Now, this answer, it is your prediction. So you all have different answers. I would like to see your answers on Tapestry. I would like to read your predictions and see who gets the closest to the actual story. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.